Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Abenido Angelme from Bitulid 1A. So today I will be discussing the first topic entitled Anatomy. Before I proceed, let me discuss first the learning objectives. So after through all this lesson, you will be able to understand what is anatomy, the importance of anatomy and physical education, defined and identify the different selected anatomical movement, and a short demonstration. What is anatomy? So the study of anatomy goes back over 2,000 years to the ancient Greeks. The literally meaning of word anatomy derived from a Greek word that means to cut apart. Greek ana means up plus tomia means cutting. It's known as dissect for purpose of study, observation, structure, or treatment. Why it called anatomy? So nga gitawag siya anatomy? So let me discuss first with a reason. So first, in ancient time or Gallic era, anatomy was first studied by observing the interior of the body and observing the wounds of soldiers and other injuries. So as you can see the picture, so muna siya example sa dissect bodies. So sa ancient time, technology is wala pa ni discover ang technology. So ang gibuhat sa mga scientists or physician kay they will observe the wound of soldiers. So maybe the soldier is violent the rules, so mo na lang punishment na ilahang lawas is himuon og example like para to know the scientist or physician kung unsay sulod sa atong lawas and to observe the parts and also the function. So later, physicians were allowed to dissect bodies of the dead to enhance their knowledge. So when a body is dissected, its structures are cut apart in order to observe their physical attributes and their relationship to one another. So now, anatomy have two groups in areas of specialization. So the first one is gross anatomy or microscopic anatomy. So this is the study of the larger structures of our body. So those visible without aid of magnification. So means large. This gross anatomy is called referred to as a microscopic anatomy. So ang microscopic anatomy is a large structure sa ato ang lawas. So makita ni siya directly in our naked eye. For example, a brain of human being. So for example, kung ang doctor is mag-opera siya, so pag open niya sa skull, makita niya dayon ang human brain. So the second one is microscopic anatomy. Micro means small, gamay. So this is the study of structures that can be observed only with the use of a microscope or other magnification device. So microscopic anatomy includes cytology, so the study of cells, of histology. So this is the study of tissues. So ang example ani is study of neuron cells. So ang microscopic is, yes, we use a microscope para to discover the neuron cells in our, so neuron is na part na siya sa ato ang brain, sa ato ang utok. That's why mag-need ta og magnification device to discover kung unsa na siya na cells or naa ba siya damage sa cell sa utok. Okay, here's the important of anatomy in physical education. So the first one is helps to understand the nature and shape, size, and vital abilities of human body. To provide knowledge about human body structure and function, to know effects and exercises, to select and identify of talent according to games, events, playing position, and it protects from sports injuries. And it also helps in maintaining healthy body, helps to know about individual differences, then provide biological foundation to physical education, to carry out research, and then to study the human movement skills and techniques on the basis of anatomical structures, to provide also the scientific basis to movements through psychological capacities, and to cure various diseases concerned exercises. And lastly, to provide knowledge of nutrition required for individuals' vital needs. And now I will be introduce the selected anatomical movements. So the first one is flexion. So what is flexion? This is a bending movement that is results in the decrease of angle in a joint by bringing bones closer together. So the second one is extension. So what is extension? Extension is a straightening movement that is results in the increase of angle in a joint by moving bones farther apart. So now I will be demonstrate about the basic autonomy movement. So I will be discussing autonomy of the upper limb. So mainly I just want to give you a concept of the movements which are taking place at the upper limb, especially the arm. So the first one is the flexion. So this is the flexion, and this is a 30-degree, and this is the full flexion. So together with the two hands, this is a flexion, full flexion. So the next movement is a extension. Extension. This is extension. This one. Flexion, extension. Flexion, extension. Next, abduction. So abduction is a lateral movement away from the midline of the trunk, and it occurs in the front plane. Next, adduction. So adduction is a movement medially toward the midline of the trunk, and it occurs in the front plane. Adduction, abduction. Adduction, abduction. So adduction, abduction, adduction, abduction. Next one is internal rotation. So this is a rotary movement around the longitudinal axis of a bone away from the midline of the body. So the last one is internal rotation. This is a rotary movement around the longitudinal axis of a bone toward the midline of the body. We have the internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation, external rotation. I'll repeat: internal rotation and external rotation. Thank you, and God bless everyone, and I hope that you will learn about my topic.